Well, we just saw another question time where the opposition attempted to frame the PM as someone who's not competent and bad on the detail, attempting to use the debate on an Indigenous voice to Parliament to do so.
Why does the Prime Minister continue to be deceptive and not provide the information millions of Australians are asking for?
The Leader of the Opposition thought that saying sorry would be the end of the world. Now he thinks listening to people will be the end of democracy.
Why does the Prime Minister continue to be deceptive and not provide information millions of Australians are asking for?
Nothing exposes the falseness of the arguments being put by the No campaign than this conspiracy theory and nonsense. They're struggling to get their scares straight. I mean, what role did Marcia Langton play in the faking of the moon landing, Mr Speaker? What was the role of the Uluru Statement from the Heart in that?
Opposition leader Peter Dutton told the Coalition Party Room today that it was clear now, given recent polls, that he'd made the right decision to oppose the voice. But he reminded MPs there was only one issue people cared about. That was the cost of living, and the opposition needed to keep the pressure up on that. What we are now hearing from people in the Albanese government is similar to the language deployed in the last days of the Morrison government, a preference for Parliament not to be on. This time it's because this government believes the Yes campaign needs clear air and Parliament does not allow that. When it comes to the issue of detail, there was a slip up from the PM on the weekend.
OK, so even though the polls might put in doubt the prospects of a victory, it's full steam ahead.
Well, no constitutional change has ever been easy. And I was very conscious about that. I'm conscious of what the history shows us with 8 out of 48 being successful.
He said 8 of 48 constitutional referendums have been successful in Australia's history. The correct answer is 8 of 44. Agriculture Minister Murray Watt on Sunday Agenda claimed Peter Dutton and the Coalition were motivated by a desire to win the next election. This was based on a text message from a Coalition MP to a Financial Review journalist saying that to win the next election, the Voice needed to be soundly defeated.
The Liberal and National Party have chosen to oppose this for their own political purposes. I mean, we've got Coalition members now openly talking with journalists about the fact that the reason they're opposing the Voice is because they want to damage the Prime Minister and damage the Labor Party for the next election.
Well, one positive development for the Voice was the WA government dumping its Aboriginal cultural heritage laws this afternoon. The Premier actually apologised for them.
I understand that the legislation has unintentionally caused stress, confusion and division in the community. And for that, I'm sorry.
And watching that reminded me of this moment in 2016 when then New South Wales Premier Mike Baird backed down on his ban on greyhound racing.
So it's clear, in hindsight, as we reflect on this, that we got it wrong. I got it wrong, the Cabinet got it wrong, the government got it wrong. And I have to say, on behalf of that, I'm sorry.